Hey kids, I'm coming to you live and in Technicolor from the CRV. And what I'm going to do is, in this video, we are going to do a shop truck build out. What you should have, or what I'm going to have in my shop truck, so I can just grab and go. So you know where we're going. Stick around. So the whole goal of this build out, or shop truck, necessary, mandatory, tools, is that we're not going and just buying a whole bunch of new crap. I mean, there's some stuff that we're going to get just because it makes sense, and then there's stuff that we're just going to use from the shop, and we're going to put that together, and we're going to put it right into the Tacoma. Because look, this is all something that, these are all things that you should probably take with you, not only in case your old truck or whatever breaks down. It's a Toyota, so let's hope not. But this is all stuff that you might need if you're going antique shopping in a junkyard. Because, you know, let's face it, you might have to do that. Actually, I know I have to do that coming up. Yeah, I'll bring you with. But for now, let's just go to Harbor Freight and get this stuff for the shop truck, and we'll get home and put it together. Yes, we're gonna do it right now. Okay, hang up. Yeah, we're at Harbor Freight. Now I have a very good list of what I'm gonna do. I'm not deviating from the list. You wonder where the list is? It's right here. It's all right here. So if I can, if it's not too music-y and if it's not too people-y, I'll bring you with and we'll show you. You're coming with anyway, just that, you know what? I'm going in there. They tried to distract me with 30% off any orange tag today only. I couldn't be swayed. We are back from Harbor Freight, and we are about to start the build out, or the pack out, the stuff for the shop truck, things you're going to need, things that I think are important, and maybe you do. Lost train of thought. So anyway, yeah, Sigma. All right, we're getting down to business for real this time. No mess around. We're gonna get right to it. First thing you're gonna need is a truck, like this one, or that one, maybe that one. Then what you need is a reason to put stuff in the truck. There's one, there's another one, and we got the other black piece of junk, and then we got the other pieces of junk out there. That's 5 reasons. All right, now something that I think is important is, this is just a collapsible, like milk crate tote kind of thingy. It's not, I don't even know where I got it. Melissa got it for me, I think. So that's pretty cool of her, huh? So we're gonna put that to good use. Now, you saw that I was wrapping up something. Well, I think tow straps are important. I happen to have 2 of them. They're blue. Can't color match everything. They go where? In the tow. And if the tow falls on the floor, we'll blame Clyde. Something else we're gonna need. Now, I did go to Harbor Freight, like I told you, and I got myself some cheap wrenches. Live here. Yes, I have wrenches, but I don't really want to take those wrenches that are good ones out and possibly lose them. This whole set was like 16 bucks or something. I don't know, it's cheap. The toe. The toe. Now, something else. You might say, Chad, why did you do this? Well, because I did. Oh, in case you're wondering, the wrench part number, it's 32 pieces, by the way. It's 68854. It's got metric and standard, and it's got from 1/4 inch on standard to 11/16 and millimeters 6 up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 17. There are some skips, but that's fine. Stubbies, 3/8 through 5/8, yeah, they got about a 5/16 in here apparently, and then 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 16 for the stubby ones. And then I picked up a 35-piece high visibility socket set from the Quinn brand. I do like this one. It comes with its own case. It's got a 72 points. Take two, 72 tooth ratchet. It has 6 and 12 points. Now I only got 3/8 drive because this should really kind of do it. And it has standards for a quarter, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, half, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, 3/4, and 7/8. We'll open this up. And then it's got some deep sockets, quarter, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, half, 9/16. Oh, this one goes up to 13/16. It's got 2 spark plug sockets, 13/16 and 5/8. A U-joint adapter. Hey, that's cool. It's, you know, the bendy one. And then, of course, we got the blow molded case and a 3-inch and 6-inch extension and metrics 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19, 22. This is 64555. Don't throw things. This in the thing. Also, ratchet straps. Now this comes with its own case or carrier bag from Cherkasy. Remember them? Cherkasy? You should. Those will go in the truck. Something else you need. Zip ties. 34637, also from Harbor Freight Storehouse, 100-piece, 11-inch zip ties. Tote. All right. Paracord. Now, this is 50 feet of paracord tube, so I got 100 feet of paracord. Safe working load is 160. It's mainly just to tie stuff down in case you need to. The tote, yes. All right, something else. PB blaster. Why not? It's on sale. The part number is PB blaster. Now, something else that I really found to be a good idea is using the proper tool to open things. Now this is something that I think is really important, especially when you're hauling crap. This happens to be a 4-foot by 72-inch, 48-inch by 72-inch heavy-duty trailer net. Well, we can use it for the pickup bed because, hey, it's cool. It's got 16 multi-position non-marking hooks, can be positioned anywhere to safely lock cargo. Now this is just, when you got stuff in there, boom, cover up, right? It's even almost color matched. What do you guys think of Johnny Cash? Well, the reason I'm asking, thank you, Jeremy, for asking me why I'm asking, goes to the tote. And then a tarp. Why a tarp? Well, because this tarp was $2, and you never know when you're gonna have to cover something up. It's 7 by 9. You can wrap something if you have to in the tote. Now, what else do you think we're gonna need? That's right. A hammer. You definitely need a hammer. Goes in the tote. Yeah, we had to move it from the chair. It was starting to get tippy. Pry bar. You know what? Pry bar in the tote. Pliers. Such a good song. Oh yeah, pry bar. Now this, I'm making a grab and go. Like we can just grab it and go. Make sense? You just grab it and then you go. It's hell getting old. So the other thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want some screwdrivers. Now this isn't a screwdriver. This is a what? Pry bar, a knife. Yes, this might be a screwdriver. Now, yes, some of this stuff is going to be loose in here, but that's okay, isn't it? We're going to use my Craftsman ones because I've got them. I always have to have a stubby one. You know what's hard to tell? You know what? I think we're good. We've got just a few screwdrivers, 4 or 5, 6 maybe. Could be 7. And then want a pick, just in case you need a pick. In there. Pliers. This is not where the pliers go. Why did I look there? My hands are cold. It's cold in here. We're going to need locking pliers. Need a couple of locking pliers. These are also Harbor Freight. I didn't get them today. Now we're not buying just a bunch of junk. We're using the things that we have here in the shop. Needle nose, it's not a great pliers. This little guy, terrible, but it'll work. And sew this in there. Don't dent Clyde. What else do we need? Anybody have an idea? I'm just listening to this great song right now. We got sockets, we got ratchet, we've got locking pliers, regular pliers, right? Needle nose, a pick, a hammer, a couple of pry bars. Honestly, that's kind of what we need. And we got something to hold it all in. So that means when it's time to go, you grab it and you go. Now, why is it called? We've already talked about this. Oh, something else. Magnetic tray. You never know when you're going to need that. Stick it right in there. Now, let's go to the truck. It's windy out there, so there could be some wind noise. You know, like that. Let's go. Listen, Metallica now. There's the truck. Now, I do have some underseat storage there, right here. We're gonna put some stuff in there maybe, and we're gonna hopefully fit our box right there. If it doesn't fit, it'll fit back there. Hey, gotta keep your head on a swivel. Why are we back in here? Because it's windy. Now, we know this is not going to fit under the seat. So this would have to go in the back, behind the passenger seat probably. Now there are 4 really, really good, right? Other thing we might need. Just hit me right in the brainstem. Tire pump? Hey, because you could pick up a problem, right? And let's not forget, hey, just look at the CRV for a minute. Tire plug kit. You never know where you're going to go, what you're going to do, who you're going to see. The other thing we're going to put in here is a jump starter. Why? Because I have one right over there. It's in the hey, remember, this is our S5 from Edenwolf. It's a very, you saw me check, you saw this one. Do we need any diagnostic stuff? If we do, it's down here. Let's take a look. What do we need? I do have a smaller air pump, just in case, you know, we want to take a smaller one. You got one here. We got a battery tester. Do we need that? Probably not right now. But we should be good to go. Yeah, it's windy. It's got leaves flying in here. I just carried it out there. Now, it does not fit in the extended cab part, but that's okay. Almost. That center console's there, and that's the problem. So that's not a problem though, because really we can put it right back here. Right there. We get tie downs here. We can totally do it. Yep. Exactly. All right, let's see how it did. See? Right there. We even have some storage here, right over there for additional stuff. Sorry about the wind. It's 33 outside right now. It was 78 2 days ago. Welcome to Minnesota. So let me just show you what the little crate looks like. Now, of course, this is not an all-encompassing list. You may need to add more things. Like you might want to throw power tools in there, extra batteries in there. You might want to put drill bits in there. You might want to put a pair of shop shears or tin snips. It all depends on what you're doing, but this is a pretty straightforward grab and go. You might want to get a set of punches and put in there. Look, an extension cord you might want in there. I mean, look, it's kind of up to you what you want to do. But this is a great start for a shop truck grab and go. We'll show you in there. See? All fits in there nicely, and I've got extra room. Now the Tracassi bag is pretty big, so that would be a separate one, but that would totally fit behind the back seat, or in the back seat area. But look at that. I mean, that's nice and neat. Grab and go. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this putting together a shop truck grab and go kit, because it's pretty good. I mean, it's just a good idea to have. I mean, whether or not you're just going to get parts, or whether or maybe you've got a friend who broke down and you're going to go help. You got a lot of stuff right there. Also, makes you look like you got a truck for a reason. You know what? On that note, I'll see myself out. Keep on wrenching, kids.